Why are you so quiet on the Alabama brawl situation?
I was not quiet about it. I actually made a passing mention of it in a YouTube video 12 days ago. Everybody was gonna have a fun time laughing. There's this video going around of a WWE brawl happening at a Montgomery dock.
5 days and still nothing. It's not like you haven't covered a story before the full facts came out, i.e. Carlee Russell. How is this any different? You could cover a story without giving your full take on it. I'm just wondering, how is this story any different from the other ones you've covered on here?
Well, I'm glad you've been around so long that you know I like to take my time when it comes to random bits of information that are put on the internet, and everybody jumps to the random hot take of saying, oh, it's a race war, oh, I'm siding with the whites, oh, I'm siding with the blacks. And you know that I just like to sit back, wait for more information to come out, and then give my opinion, because I've watched plenty of people be first and be wrong instead of being last and credible. And that's the route I'm always going to take, because it's more important to me to be credible than it will ever be to be first. But since you wanted to be the dumbass that wanted to poke the bear, consider yourself bit by the bear. Because why in the fuck, out of any example you could have brought up, you bring up Carlee Russell in means to comparing it to a brawl that takes place? In one example, you have 15 different angles of a fight that took place in which clearly, given the circumstances that have come out since, the whites are in the wrong, and one person, as of me recording this video, is facing significant punishment because instead of just sitting idly by and letting it all play out, they decide to pick up a chair and crack somebody in the head, which is not a favorable thing to do, and that person might be facing some significant jail time too.
3 people wanted in connection with Montgomery's Riverfront brawl are now in custody.
The final 2 turned themselves in earlier this evening. We also now have mugshots of all 3. Take a close look at your screen. 25-year-old Zachary Shipman, 23-year-old Alan Todd, and 48-year-old Richard Roberts, who turned himself in yesterday, are all facing misdemeanor charges of assault.
And at the time, we did not have the luxury of all the videos that we've seen now, that you and I have all seen and that the world have seen. Basically, what we had was witness statements and he said, she said. So our police officers and detectives had to decipher through all of that and then apply the appropriate charges at that time. So again, as we gain more information, as we get more video, as we talk to more individuals, if charges are to be amended, there will be. They will be amended.
This evening, tensions are still high as the Montgomery community continues to digest the Riverfront brawl that played out 1 week ago. The video of that fight making national headlines, leading to multiple arrests.
The most recent arrest was yesterday of a man police say was wielding a chair in that video and using it as a weapon. Tonight we have brand new video of him leaving jail. You can take a look on your screen right here. Late last night, our crew saw 42-year-old Reggie Ray being released from the Montgomery Municipal Jail. Ray turned himself in Friday afternoon, making him the 5th suspect to face charges in this case. He was held on a misdemeanor disorderly conduct charge, but today he's a free man. He's also lawyered up. Prominent civil rights attorney Lee Merritt is now representing him. He released the following statement saying, quote, Mr. Ray was involuntarily roped into the disorderly conduct initiated by a violent white mob. Mr. Ray will continue to participate with the ongoing investigation concerning the same and is committed to being forthcoming about his limited role in the brawl. End quote.
Then you compare it to a woman who stole from her job and made a claim that there was some random missing toddler on the side of the road and she was kidnapped trying to be a good Samaritan. And you know, the difference between the two of those is that one story about a woman pretending to masturbate in the woods with some Cheez-Its was debunked within hours when traffic cam footage came out. So the next time you want to play the role of being the smart individual trying to get someone in a gotcha, make sure you don't look like a fucking dumbass when you make that attempt, because when I see it, I'm gonna call you out and I'm gonna embarrass you. Don't say I'm being mean, say I'm being exactly the same. You subscribe to me because you like how I use my mouth to talk about stupid people. Don't get mad when it's your turn, stupid person. Now for the video.
If all us get together right now, bro, we can dominate For sure. I'm talking about that's what it feel like right now. That's the feeling it's giving right now. A feeling that we've been supposed to have.
Out of any take that could have came out of the Montgomery brawl, the only one I saw that people were trying really hard to make sense was that they see this fight and they are inspired that, oh my God, see what happens when black people come together? See what happens when black people stick with each other? See what happens when black people are unified?
Do y'all know how many times we done sat on camera and watch people get brutalized and we know what's gonna happen? So y'all wondering why folks so happy, why folks so celebratory behind a brawl? Because we used to getting our ass whooped on camera and nobody doing nothing about it at all. As a matter of fact, I would say that the instilling, you feel me, of American supremacy make it where when we see somebody else looking like us getting their ass beat, we supposed to sit there and chill because it could be us. You see what I'm saying? Yesterday, something different. You feel me? It was a different phenomenon, a different way of seeing what black unity can do. But also, you know what I'm saying, seeing how folks could really have the nerve and fuck around and find out. Think about it. What is the psyche of that white redneck family that thought they was gonna be able to brutalize a black man doing his job at work in broad daylight? Think about how you gotta be raised to even feel like that's rational, think that that's cool. You see what I'm saying? So when you asking, why so many of y'all talking about chairs and talking about Aquaman swimming, and because we seen such a masterful sequence of events that really was, you know what I'm saying, going against how they teach us, how we've been indoctrinated, how we should act, how we are, who we are. You feel me? That's my thought on it anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'm curious of why y'all think people are so celebratory, inspired, and empowered by what happened at that riverboat. Why?
I don't know what it is, but ever since that Montgomery fight, bro, like I just feel some type of way. You feel me? It's like, bro, a lot of us been waiting on shit like that to happen. You feel me? I feel like that shit activated something in me, man. And it feel like if all of us get together right now, bro, we can dominate. For sure. I'm talking about that's what it feel like right now. That's the feeling it's giving right now. A feeling that we've been supposed to have. You see how that got y'all feeling though, bro? I swear to God, bro. I know that got the whole world feeling good, bro. The whole black community feeling good as hell, bro. On my soul, bro. The taste, that's just a little taste. Think about if we had it. Man, think about if we grabbed it all, bro. Think about if we you feel me? You heard me? Feel so good. That's if we do get together, maybe, bro, we can feel good for the rest of our lives, G. We can feel good for the rest of our lives, G. Then got up, G. Stood up and did some shit we all supposed to be doing every day. I'm talking about fighting back. You hear me? We was always taught if a can hit you, hit them back. Bro, a mother been hitting us for a long time. Bullshit or not, bro. That lick back felt good as hell. That's what mama said do. You remember? Mama said hit you, you hit their ass back. No cap, G. Shout out to everybody who was out there, mother, who helped and everything, bro. Like, real shit, G. Y'all, we need to know exactly who y'all is, G. That's some real G, some real shit there, bro. Bro, I ain't even gonna count with y'all, man. That made my soul feel good, bro. Like, my soul feel different, right? Like, my soul feel good, bro. I feel like I got superpowers around this motherfucker right now. Feel good as hell, bro. Real shit, bro. Now I'm in this motherfucker. I'm in my Fifi. I'm in my Fifis right now. You heard me about our black people. You feel me? I love y'all. You hear me? Man, I love y'all. What?
Yo, as I sit and reminisce on August 5th, 2023, which happens to be my 40th birthday, I witnessed, and we all witnessed, black unity in the form of violence, you know, but it was black unity nonetheless. I say that to say this also being Black Business Month, let's unite that black unity by purchasing, wearing, showing off, black-owned, whatever.
This right here is a modern day version of black people coming together in a state of emergency.
And I'm sorry, that's the dumbest thing you could say in regards to a fight breaking out between drunk white people on a dock and people seeing it and deciding to help somebody. That is not a black and white thing. That's a humanity thing. I would hope anybody who sees 5 to 6 to 7 people jumping one person would at least think to themselves, maybe I should go help that person. Maybe I should go help them in this situation because maybe that person is someone who needs help given the situation. Now, maybe that person was trying to put their hands on someone and they got jumped, but that's not the case here. It's obvious the white people were in the wrong and it's been proven that they're in the wrong. But when I see people sit back and say, oh my God, look at this situation. Black people, we should do this more. We should be unified. That's putting a lot of trust in millions of black people, especially in America, because in the exact same week we're talking about being unified because we saw the Black Avengers show up finally in the real world and not the cinematic universe that is Marvel, you had black people fighting with each other trying to figure out if a guy who shot a woman deserved 10 years in prison. And that guy was black and that woman was also black. You had black men and women defending the guy who shot the woman. And it's amazing how there were all these think pieces about that and how much information was not given to people because they were spouting nonsense on Twitter.
So everybody who think Tory Lane's innocent just hate women. Everybody, right? Now, I don't think that y'all are misogynistic, but I do think that y'all can't read. Let me tell y'all why. The first charge was carrying a loaded, unregistered weapon in a vehicle. Easy to prove. He's a convict. He's not even a U.S. citizen. He's not even qualified to get proper paperwork for the gun. And of course, it was loaded because somebody got shot. Guilty. The second charge was discharging a firearm with gross negligence. No, you cannot empty your clip out in the middle of the neighborhood while everybody is sleeping. Guilty. His third charge was assault with a semi-automatic firearm. You don't necessarily have to shoot someone to get convicted of this charge. You only have to create a threat to their bodily harm. And like I said with his last charge, he was in the middle of a neighborhood, emptying out a clip literally feet away from other people outside. Guilty.
It's funny how we go the route of looking at a situation and saying this is what we need for everybody to be unified when that situation has happened numerous times before and numerous times after, and yet I don't see anybody saying back then or even since we should be unified because us being unified is the perfect thing for the black community. When you really think about it, the black community is not unified on too much, from figuring out who's right and wrong when it comes to interracial dating to determining which Black Lives Matter at the hands of either an organization or based on someone's Twitter likes and Facebook messages. So spare me the confines of looking at white people fighting black people and the black people winning and saying this is going to be the thing that ignites unification within black people in the black community. You can't even figure out if you want to persecute a black person for causing harm upon other black people or if you want to say free my nigga. So spare me how you're going to sit there and actually make claims about wanting to build and be better and unify the community. Even in this situation of this Montgomery brawl, you have people saying outright they don't think that this situation would play out if instead of a man, it was a woman.
So, random question time about the Montgomery brawl. If it would have kicked off with a black woman being jumped on, same situation with just a black woman, do you think it would have escalated into a brawl? I personally don't think it would have. Maybe if other black women were around and witnessed it, they would have jumped in. But I think the responses would have been about why she shouldn't have been protected. And I think they would have went a lot like something aggressive, something independent, something loud, something masculine, something doesn't deserve protection, something manly, something dark side. But that's just my point of view. I would like to see, understand others and why you feel that way. And if you would like to know why I feel the way I do, I will be more than happy to elaborate. All right, thanks.
Oh, by the way, also to add, even your skin color gets called into question sometimes in the black community, because if you don't have the proper take, you're labeled as a bigot, anti-black, all these things, because instead of sitting back, waiting for more information, being able to piece things together to see who is in the right, who is in the wrong, if you go with the drastic hot take, that means you are what it means to be black. If you spout a bunch of nonsense based on one situation, but won't have anything to say about another situation except platitudes and spark notes, oh, no, that's the right way to go about it. Not thinking critically, not wanting the same punishment for black people as much as you want it for white people. No. You gotta have a different set of circumstances, because that's what it means to be a part of the black community. When I look at moments in time where it's a white person versus a black person, I don't think race war. I think, by God, these humans are all in a stupid interaction. And when I see the black person win, I certainly won't waste my time saying we need to be unified as a people because we are the only ones that exist as the people who could be unified and fight back. Y'all not fighting back off shit. Y'all on Twitter coming up with great ideas that you can only execute in Minecraft or in GTA roleplaying. You can't do it in real life, because in real life, you got all these different people who don't see things the exact same, who demonize each other based off thinking differently, and who will come up with various strawmans to make something make sense. It could be a good idea to be unified on a lot of important issues, but once again, you only want to jump when the white man jump, because there have been plenty of times a black person has done something similar or worse than what you've seen in that Montgomery brawl, and you niggas ain't nowhere to be found. Where's the unity then? Oh, no. There's no unity then. All it is then is, oh my God, that person grew up poor. Oh my God, redlining. Oh my God, not having money inspires that person to do all these things because they got to make ends meet. And whenever that topic gets brought up by any of you in the comment section, I just want to ask you a very important question. Can I come rob you? Was that? No, because that's your stuff and you value your stuff? Well, shut the fuck up when that happens to somebody else, because that's not thinking like a community. That's thinking like a selfish son of a bitch. And that's how most black people think in a lot of these situations. So I'm struggling to figure out where's the unity. When we come up with the idea that we could actually bring people together for a solution, let me know. Until then, stop looking at select situations and saying, black people, let's be unified. Because if you're not gonna do it where situations don't have a white person obviously being the aggressor, don't bring it up at all, because there are instances where you could be of great benefit to the community by calling out all the bad in the community. But no, free my nigga is the basic way to go about this. Coming up with an excuse, just like a white person would, is the way to go about the situation. And if I could end it in any form or fashion, I'm gonna end it like this. There will be no moment in time where the black community could actually come together on an issue, because there's a bunch of selfish, greedy motherfuckers who want to walk this earth, create strawmans, and have you believe that the only problem you got is a white person, when in reality, you got to worry about the nigga that just look like you and has every formality close to you, because they are just as liable to stab you in the back also. Subscribe to the channel. See y'all in the next one. Get the fuck out my face.